Hey guys, have you been experiencing pain with looking left and right after sleeping in bed at night and you woke up or you slept the wrong way? It's hard to check your blind spot. It's hard to reach around and look at things and grab things because turning's painful. Well, I'm going to show you in this video one of the quick ways that I tend to take people through reducing those symptoms very quickly, especially my patient population. Now, one thing that we oftentimes find is that a lot of times neck pain with sleeping or with turning, it's because people tend to jut their chin out and then turn, which creates what we call relative extension. Now, all we have to do is, if we find the direction of preference, if bending backwards is painful and looking down is more relieving to it, and especially if tilting away from the side of concern is relieving to it, then we know that we're working on what we call a closure or a narrowing of the space with the intervertebral foramen, which isn't a big deal. You're going to find these types of things like stenosis on an MRI, they're not a big deal. They're not a big deal until they're a big deal, but a lot of times those symptoms on the MRI or the findings on the MRI are not a huge deal. Now, what I like to have people do immediately is, let's just say if I'm having pain turning to the right here, and it just feels like it's up here, and sometimes it'll go down between the shoulder blade region. I just have them take with their hand, reach around the backside here, and all you literally do is take your fingers and you grab and squeeze like you're trying to take the top off, like you're trying to pop the top off your head like it's a bottle. All right, squeeze it because that's going to create relative distraction and kind of push you upwards, and then just actively just turn your head to the right. Naturally, your fingertips are going to kind of pull you in this direction, which also helps out with intersegmental movements of the regions below the area that is the concern. Okay, that might be a little too techy for you guys, but for the most part, this works a lot of times. Grab, squeeze, like you're trying to pop the top, turn, and just look. After you do about 10 reps of this, you might be surprised that your symptoms have decreased. Now, an important part with this is just because your symptoms decrease doesn't mean they won't come back. This is a desensitizing, a resetting thing that just needs to be supported. We're desensitizing because there's a threat, because there's something going on. This is basically like a game of chess. When you have the king exposed, then you throw a pawn in front of it because you cannot lose the game, all right? This is the compensation. You keep throwing pawns in front of it. Instead, when you build the supportive systems and get everything else around it working well, you pull the king out of the threat's way, and this won't come back, and it won't create long-term issues. Hope that was helpful. If you guys are looking for more stuff, I have put some stuff on my website, p2sportscare.com, about neck-related conditions and syndromes of the upper part of the body, the shoulder, and so on. Like it and share with a friend who has neck pain.